Hey there, planners. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of the completed month of November in my A5 Stalogy Bullet Journal. So go grab your planners and let's get planning. So today is actually the last day of November, and I am filming my flip through because this has been a crazy month and a lot has been going on in my A5 Stalogy Bullet Journal this month, and I just wanted to flip through and show you a couple changes that I made this month. First of all, I did not do any weekly setups, and this was really a trial for me to see if that is something that I like and want to do more of in the future, and the conclusion I have come to is yes, absolutely. I love the daily pages. I do not need the weekly pages. They are really repetitive, and just the monthly spread and the week and the dailies are exactly what I need right now. Now that may change in the future, but right now I am loving this setup, so I am going to stick with it. So to start with, this is a acetate that I printed myself. I actually created this image in Canva, which I'll link below, and then printed it out on an acetate sheet and cut it down to size, rounded the corners, and taped this in. I did use a piece of vellum between the piece of acetate and some decorative cardstock. A lot of what you're going to see in my November setup is from a subscription box that I get monthly from the scrapbooking store, which I'll have that link down below, but a lot of supplies do come from there. Here's my monthly calendar. I loved this setup and the color scheme. All of these came from the scrapbooking store, and I just loved the colors and the stickers. They're fantastic. I really enjoyed the monthly setup and the dailies. This became kind of a catch-all place where I would just kind of scribble things in, a little bit messy, but then really focusing on detailed scheduling in my daily pages. This is my Planning Annie planner and my weather tracker. I skipped a few days here at the end, so I'm going to have to go back and add in those days. But I love tracking the weather. It's always interesting for me to see, first of all, how accurate is my local weather forecaster, and also I just like being able to go back and look at weather back in time. The Planning Annie calendar is really just a quick reference for when things are going to be posting, so I can look here, but I do have a full Planning Annie planner that I will be sharing in a video soon, and I'll link that in the description box once I get that updated. All right, here was the meal plan for the month of November. I actually had this little additional page clipped in there because this was the Thanksgiving week shopping list. It was much bigger than normal, but here's my meal plan. I love having a monthly meal plan to look back on as a reference, so I can go back to the previous months and see what were we eating, what did everybody like, and it really helps lay things out to have just everything on one page. I have my daily gratitude journal, which I did drop off here at the end of the month. Part of the reason why I dropped off on the weather tracker as well as the monthly gratitude log is because around the time that I stopped capturing items, I actually brought a new puppy into the house. So that has been really like a second full-time job. Here is my monthly mood tracker as well as my brain dumps. So I actually used a lot of just extra stickies this month and on my brain dump list and checked things off. This is a really handy tool for me. I've got a video on how the process I use for brain dumps, and I'll list that up above so that you can go check that out. All right, and that gets us into the daily pages. So I will be kind of blurring out some of these daily page items, but I'll be flipping through, and you can see I use decorative paper and acetate between the pages just to kind of help me focus on one day at a time. I did a special section on voting. So, you know, it was a big election year, and of course November, you know, lots of excitement around election time this year. So I just did a little you know, special section on voting and what was happening in the country. And this is part of the journaling that I do in my bullet journal, just as kind of a memory keeper. I've had a lot of questions about where do I get these acetate inserts, and I print them myself. So I buy acetate sheets off Amazon that are 8 by 11. I get images from Pixabay or other, copyright-free images, and then I print them out myself and cut them down to size, and I tip them in to my bullet journal. If you are interested in how I tip things in, I recently had a request on a video to actually show how I do that. So I did post a video. It's a very quick video just showing how I tip items in to my bullet journal. I will have that linked here up above so that you can go check that out. You can see Thanksgiving week I was using a lot of sticky notes. These sticky notes are actually tracking of my new puppy's schedule. So I started at 5 a.m. and was kind of tracking how his day progressed, because really I was trying to figure out when he needed to go out and how often and when he ate and just when he would nap and stuff like that. So I did a lot of scribbling over those few days and less journaling, trying to keep up. All right, so that brings us to the end of the month, and I actually put Monday the 30th in December to start there. I hope you enjoyed the video and the flip through, seeing what daily pages look like. If you have any questions, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear, how did your bullet journal go in November? Did you find that you were using it more because of the holidays? Or were you like me and you got a little distracted at the end? I would be interested in hearing that. Also, please go check out the December setup video. I'll link that above if you want to see how I've set up December, the last month of the year. And it will also be the last month that I am in this Stalogy A5 365. And I've already gotten my next one ready so that I can start setting it up at the end of December. But I've decided to go with the half-year Stalogy A5 because, as you can see, this is mighty thick and chunky. And I'm really thinking I could do half the size and still, get the value out of it and everything I love about it. All right, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for planning with me.